I'm creating the video because my computer froze. I wasn't able to get through it in the lecture successfully. So I'm going to create a sketch. I'm going to create it on the front plane. I'm going to use the center rectangle. I'm going to rename sketch 1 to base. Now, not absolutely necessary, but it's helpful. Good practice to get in. If you have a part that has 20 different sketches, it's going to be important to know what sketch it is. And naming it to something that is relative to the feature is helpful. So I'm going to add Smart Dimension. I'm going to rename this as well, so I'm going to click up above here, and this is going to be my length. Notice it's length at base. Do the same thing here, click above there. It's going to be width. I'm going to exit that sketch. I'm going to go to Features, Extrude, and I'm going to extrude it. Take the default value. I can actually rename this as well. I could call it base thickness. And once I select it here, it shows me that I can double click on it. It brings up my spin box here where I can actually rename this as well. And there we go. Select that. Now I'm going to go to Insert, Tables, Design Table. And I want to auto create. Instead of reading from a file, I'm going to create it on the fly here. Brings up these parameters. The three that I created, length base, width base, and thickness, and base thickness there. So I'm going to select all three of them. I want those to be parameters imported into my Excel. There they are. Now I'm going to select test, create a test 1 configuration. And I'll just put a number in there. I don't want it to be a square, so I'm going to go 3, 3, and 3. Do a test 2. And I'm going to go 3, 7, and 2. Just got to make sure the numbers work. Click outside the box and it saves it. No, it identifies test 1, test 2. If I go to configurations, there they are. If I double click on them, it should update to those dimensions. So there it is. Now I want to add one more feature to it. So I'm going to go back into Sketch, and I want to create a hole on that surface right there. Create a hole. I'm going to snap to that. Now this is the critical part. You got to make sure whatever this dimension is here is going to be smaller than that, because if it becomes larger, you could create some problems in your configurations. And you can put equations in there to make it work, to always be the right size. I want to rename this to hole diameter. Exit that sketch. I want to go back to this right here. I want to expand, and I'm going to edit design table. So what I'm going to do in updating this is actually all I need to do with the design table up. I just need to select that right there, and it gives me the option to insert that in there. So I'm going to go ahead and select that, and there it is. Now all I have to do is add the value in there. So make sure that it's going to be smaller. Click outside. Go to configuration. Okay, so we created that. Now let's take a look at our configurations. Notice what it did. It didn't go all the way through. So I'm going to have to go back in and modify that particular item. Easy enough. So I'm going to go back to this, go back to that particular tool. And when I went through it at point 1. This time I want it to actually go through all. And now, if I go back to this, it'll cut through all of them. So all you have to do is go back in and add 4 features. You need one more in here and you're done. So you can do a chamfer or something else.